The Fighting Irish walked through the gates of the LeBar practice complex this morning with very pleasant temperatures in the 50s, sunny skies, and a lot of great work was accomplished during the 5th practice of spring 2012 for the Notre Dame football team. Now, we know you're all paying attention to the competition for the starting quarterback position, so today's report will focus on that position.
All you're doing is you're rotating and putting it in a pecking pocket. So just that rotation. Yes, just catch it and load it. Good turn. That's all I need right there. No. Good turn. Yeah, you're still kind of just catch it and give me a good hard turn, and then we get our swing. Well, it's all one. It's rocker at the same time. You're just taking a rocker step with a big turn. Tommy, rocker and hold it. Really feel it stick to the ground. Wait and rock it. Keep it out there. Keep down. That boy in. Okay, a little low. Get down on the ground. Get down. You guys are going to beg me to want to be in a rocker. I'm serious. You're going to beg me. Coach, can I rocker this? No push, Andrew. No push off the right side. No push. You got to push off that right foot, Andrew. Down, now push. Now you're on your toe. I can tell when you're on your toe.
There are 4 young men competing for the starting job this fall, all of whom have the tools to win the job, and all of whom will be given an equal chance to win the job, according to Irish head coach Brian Kelly. UND.com has been able to chat with all 4 candidates, which we will list here in order of their playing experience. Tommy Rees has started 16 games during his first 2 seasons with the Irish, during which he has thrown for just under 4,000 yards with 32 touchdown passes and 22 interceptions.
The offense has been clicking, and I think Coach Martin has been great. Great for this offense, and I think that the guys are responding really well. I think there's a lot of learning process. A lot of time in the film room. Learning from my mistakes last year, and those things that I want to erase from last year. And there's some mistakes that held us back in the past, and I know that's where I need to get the best and. Just learning from my mistakes and trying to get better in all aspects.
Even though Rees is competing for the starting job, he knows part of his job in practice is to transfer the knowledge he has gained over the previous 2 seasons to his fellow quarterbacks.
It's different than last year. It was pretty much just Dan and I competing, and I was the younger guy with a little less experience, and now I'm acting as the mentor in the room and the upperclassmen, trying to help out some of these younger guys. And when there's 4 of you, there's a lot of different dynamics, but I think that all of us have meshed pretty well and gotten along great.
Like Rees, Andrew Hendrix will be a junior academically this fall and saw his first playing time last season. Hendrix appeared in 5 games, throwing for 249 yards and a touchdown with 2 interceptions while rushing for 162 more.
I think definitely the mental part of the game, I really am starting to get it. I've said that in the past, but it was clear that, I really didn't have a good understanding of, how the game worked as it pertains to our offense. So, right now I think that I'm really getting that mental aspect down, and that allowed me to use my, the tools that I've been God-given to succeed.
Everett Golson will be a sophomore this fall. He did not see any game action last season, but was impressive in practice and won the team's Offensive Scout Team Player of the Year award.
I think I've taken steps forward, just knowing what I'm doing a little bit more. Coach Martin and Coach Kelly does a great job in the film room, slowing it down for us. So we know everything we're doing on every play. So it's great to be a part of such a good array of quarterbacks. We got everybody from the pro style to dual threat, on both sides. So it's good to be a part of it.
Freshman early enrollee Gunnar Kiel is now 5 practices into his college career. The Indiana native from Columbus was rated the #1 high school quarterback in the nation by 5 different scouting services and says he is enjoying his first taste of college football.
Oh, they're going great for sure. Classes are getting better. Workouts are getting. Workouts are workouts. You had to go in there with a good attitude and get after it. I think the only reason I'm improving is because of the guys around me. The players are definitely there for me and have had my back, and it's definitely a big family atmosphere. And I can't thank the guys enough for welcome me in with open arms, and to have the coaches there to help me too is huge.
Chuck Martin, who guided Grand Valley State to 2 national championships during his 6 years as the Lakers head coach, has moved into the roles of offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach for the Irish this season.
We're 5 days in, and they're all starting to figure out what it takes to be a quarterback at this level, and it takes a lot. So they all have different strengths and weaknesses. The nice thing, they're all focused on their weaknesses right now, and there's a compelling reason why they all can be our starter, but there's an Achilles heel to all of them, which would eliminate from the starters. So they're all working on their own little, and it's not the same for any of the 4.
Clearly, they're not there yet, but are you pleased with the progress you've seen through 5 practices?
Yeah, very pleased, particularly today. Today, it was a giant step forward. We've kind of been taking baby steps, and some good, but some not so good. And then today, for the most part, it was a pretty clean practice, and we eliminated most of our mistakes.
Of course, the man who will make the final decision as to who plays and who starts at quarterback for the Irish this fall is head coach Brian Kelly, who is spending the majority of his on-field time this spring with the 4 quarterback candidates.
We're all making progress in different areas. As I said, we've really gone back to basics with our quarterbacks. To turn the football over as many times as we have to go back and we have to really reteach all the principles. So they're all starting from square one. And I said that in my initial press conference, is that we were going to back things up and get back to the basics of this offense. And so they're all progressing at their own pace, but all making really good progress.
What progress do you hope to make between now and the end of spring practice?
Well, I think there's different things that we're working on. We want our guys to be instinctual at the quarterback position. There was a little bit too much thinking, too much programming, maybe a little bit too much open to the quarterback to interpret. We're going to get away from that. We're going to control it a lot more, and I think that's, for me, a comfort level, that we can make sure that we're not open to interpretation. And so I think by the time we get through spring, I think you're going to see our guys just reacting instead of thinking too much.
Observers are always in a hurry. Well, who's it going to be? Make a decision. But I'm getting the sense you guys are being very deliberate. You're not in any hurry to anoint somebody as the starter.
No, we really can't, because of the way we're going back and reteaching all of the principles to taking care of the football. Because obviously that was the huge piece, and it's going to take us a little time. We'll get there, but we're not going to rush it, just to be able to say who the quarterback is.
9 practices remain before the Irish take the field for the 83rd Blue Gold game on Saturday, April 21st. Jack Nolan, UND.com.